There's
Yeah.
UAVs everywhere.
Yeah.
Now you walk around, there's a good handful of UAVs, many of whom are our customers. Will provide the positioning engine for them.
Yeah.
One of the things I see here, everybody has a handheld scanning system.
The little slams.
Yep.
Mhm.
You walk around, everybody's got the slam, they got a camera, they got the
Yeah.
LiDAR on board.
Yeah.
I mean, I ran out of fingers to count them all.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see that how the markets here develop, or how the competition develops. UAVs kind of came down to a consolidation that now you've got practical companies doing business. It's not sort of science tech anymore. And I think we're going to see the same thing here. You've got all these companies showing this SLAM technology. So over the next few years, we'll kind of see how this plays out and who comes out on top.
Yeah.
I'm voting for Trimble, but I'm biased.
A little biased. Right. Yeah. Speaking of UAVs and Trimble, I remember you guys had that one. It was almost like a foam plane that shot off this this catapult thing. Yeah. That was a while ago. That was way early on. Are you guys still dabbling? Are you big in UAVs, Trimble?
So we do a lot of the technology, again, for the positioning engine.
Okay, gotcha.
So we make two different products. One is to do a positioning engine for the onboard sensors. So again, where's that pixel on the ground?
Yep.
The other is to navigate the UAV.
Sure. Yep.
So two different products.
Gotcha.
They're pretty much always kept separate from sort of a security perspective and redundancy.
Yeah.
And a number of UAV manufacturers do distribute through the Trimble channels. So that's kind of how we play within that market right now.
Yeah. So can this technology continue to get better? Is it that type thing? Like, are there future advancements that you're seeing?
One of the reasons I think that you're seeing so many handheld scanners here is from the automotive market developing what we call ADAS technology, so safety technology, and the pursuit of autonomous vehicles.
Yep.
So again, going back, 5 years, we were all going to be in autonomous vehicles the next year. Okay, that didn't quite happen.
Yeah.
Right.
But what it did do is develop a lot of sensor technology to make them smaller, lighter, way cheaper.
Sure.
And so that's the technology you're now seeing being used in the geospatial market.
Gotcha.
Now we saw the same thing in the sensors for the core positioning technology that we make. It used to be sensors that were made for missile technology. Very expensive, difficult to export because it was all controlled. But again, the autonomous driving market has driven that technology cost down. So now we can make stuff that's tiny, it's cheap, and it produces accuracy, which is perfect for this market.
Oh yeah.
Do you see a time when all of those little handheld slam scanners and the stuff that you're doing, do you think it all meshes together and everything has that positioning piece in it?
I think you're going to see that because ultimately it's all about what we call reality capture.
Yeah.
Right. Whether that's on a car, whether it's on a boat, a backpack, or something handheld. That's where it's going to come. And we've seen some companies that are doing sort of crowdsourcing of this.
Yeah.
So just from your phone, walking around with
Right.
a LiDAR in your
That's
phone.
where I was going.
So same kind of concept, right?
Yeah.
And again, you don't, all the data doesn't need to be really high accuracy. Some of it can be good enough to fill in kind of the bits and pieces.
Right.
So I think you use what you got and you get the best the best data you can out of that.
Yeah.
Really good perspective.
Wow. Very, very technical.
I know.
You're like the guy in the background that doesn't get all the credit because you're like, but you have what you do is like the most important part.
Well, it's
Crazy,
like we finally talked to the guy who makes the guts.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. It makes it all work for sure.
I gotta say, it's a real fun industry. Having been in the industry for so long, it's a small industry. It's a fun industry. Everybody gets to know each other.
Yeah.
As I was saying earlier, from the competition,
Definitely.
pretty much everybody knows each other, even in competition. So it's, from that perspective, I think it's a very enjoyable industry. So when you attract people into it, and I would say, going back a ways, it was perhaps tougher to attract some of the younger folks. But I don't see that happening now.
Yeah.
You wander around, you get a lot of students, you get a lot of new faces. So
especially here in Europe, there's definitely an uptick with, younger folks getting into the industry. I think we're still struggling in the States just a little bit, but definitely, it's very exciting to see for sure.
Do you get a sense of pride when you're walking around some of this and you see like all the products at Trimble and like, oh, I'm in all of those, like.
Yes, but what I find really neat is our technology is used in vehicles that are used in natural disasters. So
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about things like hurricane mapping, tsunami mapping, a Deepwater Horizon oil spill. That's the kind of stuff that I think we talk about with some pride, being able to help people that are in really difficult situations, being able to collect data, get that data to the first responders on the ground, and be able to get people out of trouble. So years ago, we made a small, what we call a medium format aerial camera, a digital camera from for an aircraft.
Yep.
The very first one that's made is now in the Smithsonian Institute
Really?
as an example of, the change from the film technology to digital camera.
Oh,
That's kind
yeah.
of cool. That's what
is
really
cool.
gets us fired up.
That's awesome. Awesome. I appreciate the passion about it. Anything else, Sean?
I got one last question.
Go for it.
What do you think the next thing that's going to be in the Smithsonian Institute? Like, what do you think that's going to, so the first digital camera is there.
Yeah.
What do you think maybe from around here that you're going to see in 20 years that is going to be that piece, that game changer, so to speak?
That's funny.
I think it's going to come back to reality capture. It's taken a long time to start capturing data on a wide scale.
Yep.
There's been mobile mapping vehicles running around for years and years and years. But there's always been all kinds of spots where they're not capturing data.
Yeah.
The economics is there. The health of the safety of the people, doing the surveys out on the open road.
Yep.
It's not the greatest place to be. I think you're going to see kind of that just this data having been captured everywhere. And then more important, we were talking about earlier, the information being pulled out of that data, because that's what's really important. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
We don't need, terabytes of data floating about. It's really what can we extract out of that data that can be useful to the guys doing, rebuilding the road or the bridge or doing the surveys. That's what I think we're going to see, sort of this move to capturing everything everywhere.
Everything everywhere.
Love it.
Love it. Hey, thank you for your time, Steve. It's been a great conversation.
Yeah,
Really appreciate
absolutely.
it.
You're very welcome.
Enjoy